Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your Santa host, Jennifer. I gotta move my chair. Hold up, wait a minute. Alright, I'm standing up in this episode, maybe, because what I want to show you, I can't show you sitting down. First of all, I got a new shirt and it's cute. I got it from Torrid. I will tell you that I in fact do not like Coca-Cola, but I love Santa Claus, and I grew up on this style of t-shirt. It's my favorite. Dr. Pepper. Cause if you are a Cinnabon, you already know why. I'm recording this last night after I decorated the whole house for Christmas. And you could probably hear my new toy soldier out front because he's singing. He's playing music. You may or may not hear that. I don't know. Now, I am tired. My brain is not working, but I didn't record this video yet and I meant to. Now, if you have been watching it all this week, you will have seen that I made two beautiful, beautiful cardigans. Now, let me get out of the way so you can see them a little better. Maybe it will make it brighter back there if I get myself out. Alright, see my Santa? Any cute? I got these at Aldi's. They're enormous gnomes. I love them. I have Santa and an elf. So, I made those cardigans. Those are the Sandy cardigan. And then I outdid myself and I made a hat tutorial last week. Because why the heck not, right? And so, on Monday, I am feeling discombobulated. On Mondays, I show you what I've made in the past 7 days, give or take. In the past 7 days, I made the blue cardigan that looks like this, blue and purple. I made two hats. This one and that red, white, and green one. And then I was bored. And so you know what I did? I made another freaking cardigan. Yes, I did. I made two cardigans in 7 days. I did. But my second cardigan is a rainbow explosion of color because I used... Now, this is where Kayla's world and Sandy's world collides, okay? Because if you recall, in, I think it was October, I did the collaboration with Llama Mama Kayla. And we were playing with our big balls. And I couldn't debate which big balls I wanted to play with, so I made that gray and purple blanket. Because remember, we tanked royally. We screwed up a lot. And that gray and purple blanket is actually on my couch being used because it's been quite chilly out. And I was looking at these, and I was talking in a video last week, and I was like, and I looked over at these big giant balls. These are the anniversary cakes from Michael's. They're from Yarnspirations. They're Karen something or another. They take up a lot of shelf room, as do my other big giant balls, which I've been working through my big giant balls because this blue and purple one is also big giant balls. It's the Jiffy and the, I don't know, the one I told you about last week. The Comfy from the Big Twist Comfy or something like that. That was 3 big balls on its own, right? And then this was puzzle, so that didn't really count officially as big balls. Well, these are big giant balls, and I probably, by the feel of things, I could have made an entire cardigan with just one of these. And that's a 3X cardigan with just one of these. I may even have been able to make a 4X, but I'm not positive on that, which is one anniversary cake, but you know Cinnamon Stitches is extra, so I had to mix the rainbow from last year, the year before, which fades from one color to the next, with the rainbow from this year, which is literally like a rainbow exploded. Okay? This is a 3X. That's a 4X. This is between a 3X and a 4X. This one's a 3X. And it is glorious. Some of y'all are going to hate this. But I'm just going to tell you, I love it, and this is Cinnamon Stitches all day long. All day long. Now, what I did here is and I have long sleeves on, so I was trying to stick to my sleeves. I did The sleeves are different. For the body of the cardigan, I did 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows for the body of the cardigan. Okay, now for the sleeves, I only did the throw up rainbow one, this one, because I did not feel like carrying 2 yarns along. I already made 2 giant sweaters and I was working on my 3rd. And then for the collar, I only did the fade rainbow one because same reason. And I'm throwing stuff on the floor. So, and then the bottom, because I did the same numbers, the same stitch count, this is drastically longer. So I'm going to try to stand back as far, let me tilt you down. Let me tilt you down. All right. It is drastically longer. It comes down, and I think it needs buttons. It comes way past my booty. And I am like obsessed with the colors on this. What do you think? I'm totally obsessed. Now Cinnamon Stitch is going to have a seat because I'm exhausted. So we're going to go down. I'm going to lower us. Pull my chair in. What do you think? This one's my favorite of the 3. Don't get me wrong, I love the Christmas one, and I'm going to wear that because it's Christmas season. There we go. You see it's dark out. My toy soldier's singing again. Next on the hook is I'm going to make a hat to match. I almost put a hood on this, and even Juju was like, it definitely needs a hood. But I ran out of steam because I crocheted this till it was done last night, which means I was crocheting till almost midnight. And if you know me, I don't stay up past 10. I'm in bed at 10, 11 at the very latest because I don't sleep very well. So I need to stay in bed longer so that I can get broken sleep throughout the night. Now, isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? The only thing I changed between this one and those two is those are a 5-weight yarn and this is a 6-weight yarn. So I used an 8mm hook for this. I did less rows because it got big faster. And instead of doing 2 panels, and I'm not going to teach you how to do this because it's fine if you use 2 panels, but I didn't want to do 2 panels. I just made it all in one piece and I just split it at the neckline. And I called it a day. And then I am so obsessed with the sleeves. Like this, ow. The sleeves make me so happy. Look at my sleeves. Look at it. Jazz hands. Oh, so, and it's nice. If I pull, I can cover all the way in it. But because it's a thicker fabric, and I did have a couple people ask if they could use the anniversary cake. Now you know your stitches are just it's going to be a little bit bigger. So you have to adjust, and that's perfectly fine. I also had people say, can I use a 4-weight? Yep. Can you use a 3-weight? Yeah, because you're measuring it on your body. You could use a fingering weight if you want. It's going to take you forever, but you could do it. You can have a really lightweight cardigan. Bentley has missed Mama all day. I've been outside, and every time I came back in, he freaked out because, oh my God, you were gone for so long. And he insisted we had to go to work together. Now, I'm going to tell you that I tried to wear this out today in public because I wanted to wear it. I'm like, the rainbow makes me so happy. And I know this looks like a big scrap cardigan from the 70s. And I am not at all upset by that because it is, in essence, I mean, it looks scrappy, right? I just love it. I'm obsessed with it. I keep putting it on. I wore it to Walmart today because I had to go get some medicine. And I got so hot I had to take it off in the middle of the store and carry it. And I was like, oh, I just want to be pretty. So, yeah. I got my 2 other ones back. Now I have 3 beautiful cardigans. And do you guys remember, and this is why I'm always encouraging you to try new things, because I let fear stop me too many times in my life. And making a cardigan, I have been wanting to make a cardigan for years, and I've been talking about it every winter. I want to make a cardigan. Every winter I'm like, I want to make a Christmas cardigan. I want to do this, I want to do that. And yeah, someone did say that I did make that one cardigan, and I feel stupid because I forgot I made the Koigu cardigan. I've been so afraid to do sleeves because I was so afraid, because I've made socks and one sock is always bigger than the other. And whenever I make two of something, they don't come out the same size, or the same for that matter. All three of these cardigans are different. They fit me differently. I adjusted the sleeves differently. Like, I made adjustments as I went, and I learned as I went. And so actually this one fits me the best, the way that, I mean, look at how good the arms fit me. I got a little string hanging. I weaved in all my ends. I don't know what that is. It's probably just something that needs to be clipped, but I mean, it just fits me so beautifully. And I just made little adjustments as I went to fit my body a little better. So this one's really big on me. This one fits me better. This one fits me really nice and is so squishy and cozy. And I feel like I'm wearing a hug from myself, which is weird. I was so afraid to make a cardigan, and here I've made 3 of them in 2 weeks. And that is crazy to me because I was so afraid, and I was letting that fear stop me. I've had this yarn since last year with the intention of making a cardigan, and I just couldn't force myself to pull the trigger on it last year and start it. And this year with Sandy from Crochet Canada, she wanted to work with me, and then like she's had a rough time this past 2 months specifically. Like, stuff has been slamming her, and I wanted to do a collaboration with her, and that really is what drove me to make the cardigan. And I told her that she was the inspiration for the cardigan. That's why I named it after her. And she's like, you gave me too much credit. But let me tell you why. Why she was what inspired me. She makes a ton of cardigans and wearables and sweaters, and just, they look so comfortable, and I just have wanted one, right? And yeah, I could have had her make me one. Like, she would have done that. I know that. Like, I could have been like, hey, here's my PayPal. Tell me how much I can have a cardigan for. And I know that that would have happened, but I really wanted to make one on my own. And so what she doesn't realize is I kept looking at her Instagram, and I kept looking at her pictures and her, like, on her videos as inspiration to make the cardigan. And that's what she doesn't realize is I literally, quite literally, used her as inspiration. That's why I named it the Sandy cardigan, because I took, and I didn't watch any of her tutorials because I didn't want to copy. I just looked at photographs and I looked at still frames from her videos. And I'm like, okay, well, she does a lot of like the stripes going this way, which I love because, you know, horizontal stripes are not good on fat girls. They're just not. They make you look bigger no matter what you do. And I will still wear them, but like, also, I mean, this is more flattering. And so I was looking at the way she constructed it, and she has had one thing against her after another thing against her from the start of this collaboration. And she actually was, in her video, she was really upset because she was afraid she was going to disappoint me. But even though you didn't make a tutorial, Sandy, and I'm going to say, if you guys want to make a Sandy tutorial, go make her most recent cardigan. It's the Cotton Candy cardigan or something like that. It's beautiful. It has the same kind of lines on it. Go make that one. That's her collaboration. I am fixing this. We're gonna switch gears. I am fixing it for her. She does not need to finish the new tutorial. Go make the Cotton Candy cardigan because it's beautiful. You can make it in Christmas colors, and just we're gonna take a lot off of her plate because she doesn't need any more crap, right? Cotton Candy Cardigan is Sandy's collab, even though she doesn't know she's doing that one. But that's the one I'm assigning to you. If you don't want to make my cardigan and you want to make something from Sandy, or if you want to make one from both of us, go check out her tutorial. Tell her Cinnamon Stitches said we're doing this one. That is your assignment. Go over to her Cotton Candy Cardigan and say Cinnamon Stitches says this is the one. Nothing else. We'll freak her out. That's the cardigan for our make-along. And of course you can make one of these. This one worked up the fastest because it's a fat yarn. It's a 6. And I used an 8mm hook. And this literally took me about 10 to 12 hours to do the whole thing, start to finish. which I didn't do all in one day. I did it over a span of 2.5 days. But it was like 10 to 12 hours for this one. And those were about 4 days each for those two. And I'm going to make a hat, which will probably take me less than an hour because it's fat yarn. All right, now I have some Christmas cards. Now this one is from Marie and Miss Judy. She sent me this beautiful, I got this actually like 2 weeks ago and I forgot to tell her. From Two of Your Cinnamon Buns, Marie and Miss Judy. And there was a gift inside of here, but we're just going to keep that between us. And I am so excited about that gift, so thank you so much, Miss Judy. I also got a package that's on the kitchen table. I'll have to have somebody bring that to me. Hey, Juju, can you hand me the box off the kitchen table? All right. Now the rest of these 3 cards I have not opened yet. Because I just haven't. Because I picked them up and I forgot I had them. They were in my purse. But I just picked them up the other day. I love Christmas cards. If anybody feels inclined to send me a Christmas card, it makes me so happy if you have this money for a stamp. So can I get up? Is that my phone? Yeah. We are like young volcanoes. Alright, so it had this little bag in it, and it had a little gift for a little man in it, so thank you so much. Oh, who did I say this was from? I didn't. Make sure I get the name right. Sheila. It's from Sheila, which is ironically my mail lady's name. They're out of what? I don't know then. I really don't know. Alright. So, she said, here's a special gift for me. Alright. This thing was wrapped and 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 wrapped in so much of this. Which I'm happy for because I know it would have broke had it not been. As a matter of fact, when I opened it, I was like, did she send me a coffee cup? Or a tea cup? Alright. She sent me a cute little water globe with a llama in it. Or it might be an alpaca. Looks like a llama. His head and neck is longer. What? Oh, I'm like, what the heck? It looked like his tail was curling up. That's the reflection for my ring light. That's the ring light. That's not his tail. Isn't that cute? So thank you for that. I'm so glad it made it and didn't get broke. And little man thanks you. He was very excited. He was very excited. All right, so this Christmas card is from Wendy in Connecticut. Connecticut. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Safe and happy holidays from Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. And then this one is from, I don't know. You have to open it and see. It's just the last name. Just the last name. And this is from Illinois. Illinois. Merry Christmas, baby. I get a lot of cards from the St. Joseph's Indian School on the back of it. I also had a bunch of these cards that I rescued from the thrift store at one time. I enjoy your channel so much as you are so real. I am definitely real. Pinch myself, I'm definitely real. It's like visiting a friend and catching up. I hear that a lot. Thank you. I do appreciate that. That's a good compliment to me. May your family have a great holiday season and a great year ahead. Thank you so much, Loretta. Thank you, Loretta. Loretta is in Illinois. Illinois. This is from Windsor, Ontario. Across the Detroit River from me. Well, not for, I don't live there anymore, but I lived across the river most of my life. From Windsor. And what's funny is she sent it from Windsor, and it's got a Michigan stamp on it. It came from Michigan. Michigan! That means it went through Detroit. I guarantee. Christmas blessings. There's a church that looks just like that, not too far from my house. Although that also looks like a church that burned down that was in Taylor, Michigan. I don't know if they ever rebuilt it. I haven't been back since it burned down. Denise, a couple of stickers for Lucas. A penguino! And a reindeer. Thank you for the stickers. May the beauty of the season bring joy and warm memories to cherish throughout the coming year. Merry Christmas. With love, Denise. Thank you, Denise. My Christmas cards go on my... I fill up all the panes of my French doors in my office because my front door is right there, so when you walk in. And I only got like 4 or 5 Christmas cards this year so far. So I'm probably not going to have very many. I know in the past, man, I've probably gotten close to 80 one year since I started the channel. But it has slowed down. Like during the pandemic, everybody was sending Christmas cards because it was the pandemic and we all felt alone. And then the further we get away from the pandemic, the less Christmas cards I get. That's alright though. I still appreciate that I get any. There were years and years where I didn't get any Christmas cards at all except for my mom. And then when she passed away, I didn't get any Christmas cards after that. Except from Grandma. Grandma always sent Christmas cards. And that's the one thing that's sad this year is we're not going to get any Christmas cards from Grandma. It's our first year without any Christmas cards from her. And that's really sad. That is really sad. But it's alright. Everything's going to be all fine. And look what I bought. I bought a Wool Buddy. These are the tiniest little paddles ever. So that I can process the buffalo, which is still right there in a bag. But I wanna comb it out and get a lot of the crap out of it. These are not high quality. I think they were only like $15. One day, if I decide to process wool further, I will invest and get myself some really big paddles. Hopefully from the not the thrift store, a creative reuse store, because on occasion they will pop up, but it's one of those things that when they pop up they disappear so fast. It's like they're there and then they're gone because they're so expensive. The people that work with wool, they know what they're buying and they snatch them up like real quick. But yeah, so I don't have a whole lot to say, and I know Monday videos are usually long. But, I mean, I've been busy making cardigans, and I kind of showed them to you as I was making them. And it took everything in me not to share this with you when I finished it on Saturday. I shared a clip with the members on Saturday, but they didn't get to see the whole thing. They only saw... they saw this and part of this on my lap working on it. Now I need to figure out what to do with these. Best thing to do with these big anniversary cakes when you're working with them, this is an Aldi box bag. These are my grocery store bags. I just plopped them in there and they stayed in there and they didn't fully collapse on themselves. And even with me jostling around, they're not collapsing entirely. So now I need to figure out, do I want to make another cardigan? No. Do I want to make a small blanket? Probably not. Am I just going to probably ball them back up into a new ball? Probably. But I also don't want to put those giant balls into my stash because I have a bucket right here that is overflowing with scrap balls from leftover projects, and there's so much of it. And there's no more room in the basket for those big giant balls. So I I might cake them up. But I don't know if that's a lot of yarn. I don't even know if my caker will handle that. We'll have to wait and see and play by ear. I just might make really giant balls. Really giant balls. And then I probably need to immediately work them into something else. And then, now I want to focus by New Year's. I want to make a pullover sweater out of the L yarn. And so that's probably going to be my next project that I put on the hooks. Because this year, I have decided I'm not making Christmas gifts for anybody. I'm not going to do it. Because it's not that they don't appreciate it. Because they do. But like, what else can I make them? You know? I've made everybody blankets. I knit everyone Christmas stockings over the last 2 years. They all have hats. They all have like all of the essentials. My niece doesn't wear shawls or sweaters or anything like that because she has raging eczema and she can't wear any sleeves. And crochet would probably irritate her eczema really bad. Like, her eczema is way worse than mine. And Juju already has all kinds of wearables. So, like, what is left? I could make a little man a sweater, but he's growing so fast. If I made him a sweater, it's not going to fit him in 2 months. Because he's already taller than my niece. He is, I think he's 5'2" now. He's growing like a weed. Oh, my back is cramping. Hang on. I am feeling better. I know I'm still like all sniffly and stuff, but I am feeling better. Oh, also. Valari Pillow, the big pink pillow that I've been using for crochet, they sent me one of these. Look at that. I should probably have it on my chair. It's got a big giant elastic strap. Now I was thinking, okay, now Valari, if you're listening, this is cool and it works good and it's nice and it's memory foam. So this is for your back. Okay. I like it. It works good. But what I was thinking, because my back is cramping real bad right now. Put these elastic straps on your pillows. Why do you have them tight nylon straps? This is so much more comfortable. And as a matter of fact, I was sitting on the couch. This don't fit around my couch. Okay? And I was like, my couch already has lumbar support in it. This is a lumbar pillow. I was looking at it and I was playing with it, right? And I was like, okay, but if I wanted to wear this in a chair that I can't connect it to the chair, could I connect it around my rib cage? And the answer is yes. Right? Why are they not putting the elastic? See? Why are they not putting the elastic straps on the Valari pillows? Because that makes way more sense than those tight restricting straps that only fit up to a certain size. This expands further and it fits better and is stretchy so it's not digging into me at all. Which the Valari pillow doesn't really dig into me. Like, it fits me. I just have to wear it way up here under my boobs because, like, it doesn't fit anywhere else. Why are they not putting the elastic straps on the Valari pillow like they are? See, the second I move the dang pillow, my back is cramping again. So, I don't know if you know, because I know several of you bought the Valari pillows, which is the, you know, the pillow that you wear on your waist and then you could read a book, play video games, crochet, knit, all the things because it keeps your arms up here, which helps with neck pain because you're not doing this all the time. And I've already discussed this. Like, when I go to my chiropractor, my neck is cranked forward. And he said that even young people are having problems with their neck right now because everybody's looking down at their phones constantly. And I'm like, well, it's not, my phone's not the problem. I crochet all the time. I knit all the time. I'm constantly doing things with my hands that require me to look down. And so that's where the Valari pillow holds everything up like at eye level. Even reading a book is much more comfortable because my book is right here and I can actually see it as opposed to, you know, tromboning it so I can read it. So they sent me the lumbar pillow Valari did for me to show you guys. And I haven't had a chance to show it to you guys yet, but here it is. I have it. I wish that they would put the elastic strap on the pillow, but this fits like really easily around my chair. Let me show you. I will link this below. I'm an affiliate, but I mean, buy it or not, it doesn't bother me. And it, you strap it on wherever it went. It came off. Hang on. I actually have to get up. Making it look all difficult, and it's not. You just put it on your chair. And it comes in cool colors. And then it gives you that arch support in your back that you need when you have back problems like I do. So, yeah, I've been testing it in different areas of the house. But it really works when you strap it around your own body. It's that way you can sit in the kitchen chair and have it on. And it's really silly that I do that. I know that. And it fits around my kitchen chair, so that's not the problem. But, you know, it doesn't fit around my couch because I have that really, really nice couch that already has lumbar support in it. But the lumbar support in my couch is hard. And so I hunch over a lot like I'm doing right now. When I put the lumbar support on my back on the couch that's in the couch, it's like this hard thing that presses me up like this. Whereas this is memory foam. And I can adjust it as low as I want it to be. And, oh, see, my back just popped. And this memory foam, it like deflates. It doesn't deflate. It just conforms to your body. I wish it was a little bit wider because I'm fat. And it doesn't quite encompass all of my body. So if you're fat, you're probably not going to like that at all. But for skinny people or smaller people, I'm going to say probably smaller than extra large, would probably really enjoy that. I don't hate it as a fat person. But it's not wide enough. It's not wide enough for me. So, lumbar support from Valari that actually stopped my back from cramping, putting it back there, which is crazy. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Now, on Monday Makes, my battery's dying. Hang on. Have you noticed watching Sandy's video, her batteries are dying all the time too? I'm laughing at her. I'm like, yeah, she needs to play bingo too. Hang on. You know, if you look right here, you can see my Christmas lights outside my door or my window. On Monday Makes, I come on and show you what I've made in the past 7 days. My fabulous shirt. I also talk about life updates. I don't know that there's a whole lot to talk about. This week has been really busy, but not in a bad way. And I just have enjoyed this week. I'm so happy that we got the house decorated. We have had to take it in steps, obviously. We got the tree put up last weekend, but did not put any ornaments or lights on it. There's lights on it. It's pre-lit. We put the living room tree up. And we plugged it in. And that was the end of that. Because that's all we had time for last weekend. Because I was rushing to do this one and then this one, and it was a whole thing. And then we decorated the tree. Mr. Cinnamon brought in everything, I think, Saturday morning. We decorated, put all the ornaments on, which I have a 9-foot Christmas tree. And I have a lot of Christmas ornaments. And I just ordered some more. Don't ask me why. I like unique ornaments, but I also have a lot of Disney ornaments. And so my tree is very hodgepodge, and there's not a theme. It's just whatever ornaments I find interesting, I put on my tree. And I have ornaments from when I was a little kid. I have ornaments that have been gifted to me over the years. I have just a huge variety of Christmas ornaments on my tree. And I really, really like my Christmas tree like that. It reminds me of when I was a child, because my mom had Christmas ornaments from, and that reminds me, I have 2 Christmas ornaments right here that I never put on my tree. All right, this one was gifted to me from, I don't remember the name of the shop, in Huntsville, Alabama, the yarn shop. I don't remember her name. And then Mr. Cinnamon bought me this one at Natural Tunnel State Park. And I need to go put those on the tree. I forgot about those. I looked up and I saw them. I'm like, ornaments. We were just talking about that. So I have a lot of unique ornaments from all over the place. And I was going through and I was like, there's a lot of Christmas ornaments from Grandma on here. And it's because the past couple years she started filling, instead of doing gifts for everyone, she had a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren and a couple great-great-grandchildren. She just bought ornaments that opened up and she would put money in them. And that was the past couple years. We all kept them because we knew that there's going to be days she's not going to be around. So all of those are on the tree, and there's a lot of them. And then I have an ornament from her from years and years ago. She bought a poinsettia ornament, and she liked to do that when she was doing presents. She would wrap all the presents and wrap them in yarn, which she didn't crochet or knit, but she would just put beautiful colored yarn around the presents, which I always appreciated, even before I learned how to knit and crochet. And then she would tie on little bells or little trinkets. And then that year we got a poinsettia, and it still says Love Grandma on the back. And then this year I ordered Christmas ornaments with our pictures on it. And I ordered one with Grandma and Grandpa's picture in it. And I put Together Again 2024 because that's when they were rejoined in heaven. And yeah. So, all of that. And then I ordered a couple special from Amazon because I wanted more fairy ornaments because I love fairies. And I have a couple of fairies on my tree that are from California when we went out there for Christmas one year. And they're really special to me because they make me think of Grandma, because Grandma took us to a couple of stores that are out there. And I don't know if those stores still exist. One of them was like a nursery, you know, like a plant store, but at Christmas time they turn it into this winter wonderland. I think it's in Thousand Oaks if I'm not mistaken. It's called Green something. I don't remember entirely. I could be entirely wrong. That's in Thousand Oaks, but I think that's where it was. And it just had all this beauty. It's so pretty in there. And she would just wanted to show us the store, and I was like, oh, look at this cool fairy. And it was an old lady fairy, which I've never seen. And I was like, that's my Grandma fairy. Because Grandma collected gnomes. She has them all over her backyard. And so fairy and gnomes go together. So I got a Grandma fairy. And then I got some little tiny baby doll looking ones that are actually porcelain dolls about this big that are ornaments. And they're babies. So they're like, and I have 3. I have one for Juju, one for Hermione, and one for Samira, which is my other niece. So we don't really talk about. And then I got an extra one that was in the same genre that my mom gave me. That's actually an angel. And so that one represents my mom. And that one's on my tree. But it's the same style as the little baby porcelain ones. But it's just weird. My mom found it in Michigan. So, yeah. So we did all of that. And then Mr. Cinnamon's like, all right, what else do you want to do this weekend? Like, and I'm like, I'm going to decorate the mantle. So I decorated the mantle. And I just put up my Disney Christmas Village up there. I didn't put a whole lot of effort into anything this year because it just feels so forced this year. Like a lot of stuff feels forced, and I've been in a crappy mood, just off and on crappy mood. So I'm like, I just want Christmas lights on the outside of the house. That is priority number 1. And so I ordered a toy soldier that is out there. And then I ordered some penguins that are out there because if you guys recall, like a couple weekends ago, we had a horrific windstorm come through, and we usually have those big blow up things in our yard, and the wind shot down through the yard so fast it grabbed 2 of my blow ups and they took off down the street. And so we got those repaired and put back up because the cords and everything snapped from those. So we got them repaired and put them back up. Today, hung up Christmas lights, which you can see the little blue light right here, ding, 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 ding. And the house is fully decorated. It is beautiful. It makes me happy. Going out at night and coming home and seeing the Christmas lights on makes me ridiculously happy. It makes me ridiculously happy. Only the bottom half of the house is decorated because none of us want to or feel like we're safe to get on a ladder at this point anymore. I have injured myself too many times in the front yard between breaking my leg and hurting my arm in the past year and a half. I certainly ain't climbing nowhere nothing to get on any roof. So all of everything is on the lower half of our house. And the top half is dark, but I don't care because nobody died. I didn't fall off the roof, and we know that I would fall off the roof with my luck. Because I broke my leg last year. You guys remember I broke my leg when I was decorating for Halloween? And I've not forgot that. I don't want to break no more bones. I straight up broke my leg. And if you weren't around for that, there is a dip in the sidewalk in the driveway where the garden bed is because our gutters needed to be replaced really bad. And the water was pouring down and eroded enough that there's a dip off of the edge of the driveway. So there's a driveway and a sidewalk like this. And then the dip. I stepped in it, rolled my ankle, broke it. Not only did I break my ankle, but I ripped the tendons off of my foot. Like they just were like rubber bands. They just snapped. And so I was in a cast for a couple months. And it was miserable. It was miserable. So I don't want to repeat that again. So I will not be... I mean, I climbed a ladder today a little bit. Because apparently I have shrunk 2 inches from going to the chiropractor. And I can't reach the things I could reach last year. And I think it's shrinkage from normal, like when you get older you shrink. But also all the crap that's going on with my spine. But also, like, I broke my foot, so like I think that made me shorter. I don't know. I can't reach anything. I'll like stretch it. I'm like, I reached this last year. I cannot reach this stupid window. Because these lights are wrapped around the frame on the windows on the outside. And so I couldn't reach the top of that window anymore. And I could last year. So, although I had a boot on last year. So I was reaching it with the boot on. The boot made me about 1 inch taller than I normally would be. But yeah, even the year before that with no boot on, I could reach it. This year, I can't reach anything. I'm like, I need a ladder. And I hate getting on a ladder. I won't even stand on a chair. Like, I'm scared of heights that much, I won't stand on a chair. And then I bought a stupid decorations that is penguins, okay? But they're stacking penguins and it's 9 feet tall. And they make you put it where it's going to go and put it stakes into the ground before you put it together. And who can put it together when it's 9 feet tall? So we couldn't reach the top. So because the ground was uneven, I'm not climbing the ladder. Mr. Cinnamon's not climbing the ladder. I was like, little man, I need you to climb the ladder and screw this in the top. And he couldn't find the pole that was in there. Like it was a whole thing. And I'm holding the ladder still. And I'm holding on to him, wrapped my arms around him with my head up against his butt because he's terrified. But he's going to help his mom. And he's way above his head trying to screw this thing in that he couldn't see. It was so stupid. And I looked around and I was like, why did I buy this stupid 9 foot tall penguin thing? Like, it's cute. It lights up. It's on this side of the yard. But it's stupid because of the way you have to put it together. And now I'm thinking, okay, when it's time to take these down, they come apart. But do I want it to come apart or do I just want to take and store it as a 9 foot tall thing? So I guess I'm going to have to decide that in January because I don't want to take that stupid thing apart. It was so stupid. I was so mad at it. I'm still kind of angry at it. It's cute, but I'm angry at it. So, I guess we're going to end the video here. I'm gonna wrap it up. That's all really that's been going on. Homeschooling is going really good still. Me and little man are enjoying it, and we're just taking it easy. Like I don't set a hard and fast time. Like I don't say when I first started homeschooling, I was like, hey, we're gonna get up at 9 and at 10 o'clock we're gonna be on the computer, and I don't do that anymore. I just let us both wake up naturally because we both have problems sleeping. And when we wake up naturally, we get up, we take our medicines because we're both on medications for different things. We eat breakfast because we have to eat with our medicine or we're going to get sick. And then when we're done eating, we log on to the computer and we do school till it's done. And then we sign off of the computer and we go about our day. And it is so chill. Like, even on days where like we're frustrated because we don't know what the heck this math is supposed to say to us. And usually it's me being confused because I'm good at math, or I was good at math, but I haven't used it in a long time. I've forgotten a lot of things. And the way they teach math now is way different than the way I learned it. So now I'm watching the program with him to make sure I understand in case he has questions. And I'm like, I'm getting confused. I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I have to look through the books because because I also have textbooks, and then I have to watch videos sometimes on YouTube so that I understand it, and he's getting it, but I'm not. And I'm like, well, this is stupid, and I get real frustrated with myself. And that has been the biggest difficulty, is trying to figure out how, because him and I learn differently. How can we both learn it, and how can I learn it enough that if he doesn't understand, that I can then teach it to him the way that he understands. It's a beautiful thing, but it's not always like, it's not all sunshine and roses. It's not. I'm not going to pretend it is, but it's so worth it. And I wish more people gave homeschooling like a real chance, especially when they had special needs children, because I think about what homeschooling could have done differently for me growing up, because I struggled with school a lot. And it wasn't just, I didn't have trouble learning. I was really smart. Like, school was kind of easy to me. I had trouble staying engaged and not being bored and not daydreaming off into space and listening to the teacher's lectures, because that I could not concentrate on that. And I really, really struggled socially. Like, that was the hardest part, is I struggled socially really bad. And I think about, if I would have just had that support, what could I have accomplished in my life? I mean, I don't regret my life the way it has turned out. I love my life. My life is amazing, and it is far better than I ever anticipated it to be. But, like, you do wonder, like, what could have been different had I been homeschooled? And how will his life be different because he's being homeschooled? Because he's being nurtured, and he is being, instead of him having to fit into the education mold, we are making the education mold change for him, which is really, really cool. And with that, I am going to shut up now. But that's really all that's been going on this week, which is a lot. But I've had so many people reach out to me like, are you feeling better? I know I sound still rough. This is just going to take a while to clear up. This is kind of leftover. It's also allergy season for me. The mold count is kind of high in the winter, and so I tend to be sick throughout the winter. I feel better for the most part. I'm getting better for the most part. I know I don't sound like it, but I am. And I also had quite a few people reach out and ask me if I was okay, like, not just physically, but like mentally. I'm cool. Like, I'm in a good mood today. Everything seems happy and sunshiny, and I'm gonna go look at my Christmas lights and just be happy. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I'm also gonna crochet a hat, probably tonight, maybe tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow. I'm tired. I need to eat dinner, and I have not eaten anything since this morning, and it's late, and I've done a lot, so I need to make sure that my sugar is okay and I'm not too low. But yeah, we're probably gonna start the hat tomorrow because I'm tired, and I need to go lay down, honestly. But with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I thought I had plans for tomorrow, and now I can't think of what they were. But we're just going to play the week by ear and see what happens. We are racing very quickly towards Christmas, and there's a lot of things going on with Mr. Cinnamon's work, with Juju's work, with family things, and with Christmas holidays coming up. So it's going to be busy. If I come up missing, I just come up missing because I'm doing other things. I just got too busy. I forgot to make a video. We're just going to pretend the Cinnamon Stitches is here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.